Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here, currently at the shop, which is the intro to every single episode. Is it not, Joey Chevelle?
That's right, it is.
Going crazy on the Chevelle. Vintage air is all installed under the dash. We got all that handled just now. We are boom matting the hell out of everything. Pro tip, if you're ever doing boom mat or any sort of rubberized undercoating or any sort of adhesive style undercoating, if you start putting it all in there, oh, and by the way, clearly Joey has some sort of OCD because you notice all the lettering's going the right direction? That is, I think you need therapy, buddy.
Maybe.
That's a thing. So, yeah, all this.
My CDO, it's not OCD, it's CDO.
Oh, is that what it is?
Alphabetical order.
Gotcha. But either way, boom mat is all installed all the way from the top of the firewall, under the cowl, all the way down, around, and up to the back. When we pull that carpet that's glued on the back of there, we're going to do a little patch panel because the fuel tank and the battery are in the trunk. That technically should be a firewall just in case something goes askew. So we're going to probably just do some sheet metal and then boom mat that right up to the back window. But for now, pro tip, if you're doing boom mat and you have to sit on the edge of the kick panel right here, or the rocker, to start fitting things, you will end up with a pinstripe on your ass. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
You will. And then you will sit in your nice new car and have pinstripes to match and go home and sit on the couch and eat your Taco Bell and have pinstripes there.
Everywhere.
So pinstripes for days. So the hot tip is to save the backing, set it down, maybe even tape it down, and prevent you from pinstriping your free air. I know where that goes. Getting ready to put the steering column in. So yeah, vintage air under the dash. Speaking of under the dash, this is a complete aftermarket dash. We got it from Muscle Factory, which sounds like a gym, but it is not. Absolutely everything. The instrument panel, cluster, everything. That right there is a vintage air controller that bolts right in. You do a couple of simple modifications to the back of the duct, the factory duct, to put the new ducting on. So anyway, it's in. All the vintage air stuff is under there. We're going to pull some wires. Ace fuel injection coming through the firewall. ECU sits nicely on top of the glove box. If you need to get to any of that, it's like 4 or 6 Phillips head screws to remove the entire dash pad, which is over there sitting on a bench. It's definitely pretty awesome. There's a good chance that this very cool factory looking instrument cluster will come out and some Dakota Digital will go in there. But for now, we have a nice little like 7-inch touchscreen or maybe a 5-inch touchscreen that comes with Ace. We'll mount that up someplace, and if we decide to hide it, we'll go Dakota Digital. But for now, this is good. New wiring harness, new fuse box. We have an I Did It steering column. We have put a floor shift in, an original floor shift, I might add. And this thing was a automatic shifter on the steering column. I Did It sent us a steering column that does not have a shifter on it. So we're going to transfer some parts over and then start installing that. That is what's absolutely next. So I will be back in just a minute. Joey will be there too. Bye. Yep. Couple of nut out the bottom. We'll remove that later. But for right now, goes there. Yeah. awesomeness. So the whole steering column goes in very factory. I took the factory firewall plate that centers the bottom of the steering column and bolted that on. Took it off the old one, bolted it right on the new one. Works out good. The seal, as long as you don't tear it too bad, you're able to put it right back together. Another thing that's kind of awesome is you transfer the stock upper bracket. They weld the little nut plates onto the steering column for this tilt, and you just transfer it straight over. Here is the stock ignition wiring harness right here. That's steering, turn indicator. This is the original style. It's plugged into the old steering column. The white one goes in first, and the black one goes over. It has a little pin that prevents it from moving. And let me look at this here. It looks like it goes right like this. White one goes in first, and then the black one, just like it would be going into the stock ignition switch on the car. And all go right in, plug right in, line right up. Those little retaining clips, just like factory. And then this plugs in, and you ground it. Tuck the wires up, tie them up, and the ignition switch works awesome. Ignition relay module. That's kind of cool. These two wires, this is reverse light and neutral safety. They're going to be going into the center console area. This is turn indicator. All right, more parts to move around, line up. Hold please. Cover me going in. Missing a nut. Can we put it in the back here? One actual. Did you buy a new ignition or a new headlight switch?
Yes.
Ooh. I don't think that this actually fits this thing. White goes on that side. Alright, I think we have an adapter for that. You see that's the one? I airdropped that to you, dude. Some this stuff will all mounted up in the dash. I don't know what the hell this one's going to. But that's all it goes. Right up there. I think this is going to the center console for like a light. Yes, this jumps over and goes to the fuse box. Fuse box. Which one is it? It's this one here. Battery constant. The only one it can be. Awesome, dude. Is that thing on right now?
Mm-hmm.
You got a steering wheel for this thing? Where's the keys?
It didn't come with keys.
Has to come with keys, dude. It's in that Ziploc, in that baggie. Okay, I think we can take all this stuff out, hang this stuff up, and then lay the carpet in here.
All right. We'll be back.
Okay, here's a little progress update. I'm fitting the carpet now. I can't really tell here because I'm a big old shadow, but it is definitely looking pretty awesome. The hardest part is lining up those holes and nipping through those without tearing too much stuff up, but going together. The little incision I made in the front carpet section will be all underneath the center console. That will be the next piece to go in. Center console coming up.